Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to the Mystery Scrapper. This is a new thing that Christy Harriman at Christy's Beautiful Life started. And it started in her group called the Happy Scrappy No Crappy Facebook group. And basically what it is she gave a bunch of scrapbookers the same photo. So the photo that is the same is the barn photo up on the right hand side. And we created a layout and put that photo on our layout and took a photo of it and sent it back to her, and she started posting those on the 24th, which is Saturday. And you have to go in and guess which scrapbooker created it. So she's giving you a list of scrapbookers, I believe, that are participating, and then the layouts as well. So you get to go and kind of try and guess and figure out who created which layout. Now for this video, because the video is coming out later than the actual challenge is being presented in the Facebook group, it doesn't matter if you see my photo that I am actually using for this layout, which is the one that you just saw me backing. It's right there. That's my daughter with my grandson right after, well, probably within his first week of life, maybe. And so it's just a really cute photo. He's kind of course, he's probably smiling in his sleep, probably gas or something like that, but it looks like he's smiling looking at her and she's smiling up at the camera. So it's just a cute photo, and I just wanted to make sure I get that in his album. So I started out with this white paper, and apologize, I did not catch the packaging technique with that kind of turquoisey aqua color. I basically sprayed it on the packaging, added a little water, and smooshed it down. And I apologize, I did not capture that on film. I do not know what happened there, but I did miss filming it. But I did show you there that I added some Nouveau Embellishment Mousse, and I dry brushed it on. And what I do is I use like one of those really stiff brushes that Vicki Boutin has some, Tim Holtz has some, Nouveau has their own. I happen to be using the Vicki Boutin one, I think, on this particular day. And you just tap it or mash it into the Nouveau mousse, and then you kind of mash it into the stencil. And that's what gives those little squares. And that I will be going in and making those a little bit darker later, or adding a little bit more. And then I also used some Picket Fence Studio paper glaze through a stencil, and that kind of gave you that shimmery minty color. And so I really like how that's looking. And then I pulled out this blue paper. It's kind of an indigo blue paper from Vicki Boutin, and it's just the 6x8. It's from the 6x8 paper pad, and I die cut some hearts, and those are going to kind of provide the landing spot for my embellishment clusters. And I'm kind of keeping this layout very simple, which I really like. It doesn't, not all your layouts have to have all the things on them. You can go a little more simple and they still look beautiful. And sometimes I think they even look more beautiful. So I decided for my title I needed to use this same color. So I wasn't really happy with the hearts being a group of 3 around the page, because it was very matchy to me, and I just wasn't really feeling it. Something wasn't sitting right. So I decided, instead of bringing the blue color down into one of those areas as a heart, I would use it as my title. And so I'm using my Pink Fresh Studio, I believe this is the Adore Alphas. It's either Adore or Heather. I can't remember which ones, since it's not in front of me. And then what I did was I used my Fun Foam from Walmart. I took the adhesive off the back, stuck the paper on the adhesive side, and then ran them through my little Sidekick machine. And so these dies always cut like a little thin outline, but I don't want the outline because it's making the word is nothings, but it was making it too wide horizontally for this particular layout, at least in my opinion. So I took that outside off of all of them, and I just used innards, and that kind of made things squish together a little nicer. And then I kind of squished them together even more by not keeping them like flat and lined up straight across. They're kind of like bunched up and a little bit wonky going up and down. And I kind of like that look. It kind of brings a little movement to the page. And so then I'm trying to think what else I can bring in. So I found this word sweet, and so my layout, it will be titled Sweet Nothings. And I think it's really cute because in the photo it kind of looks like he's whispering sweet nothings in her ear. Maybe there's a little secret there, but in fact he's probably actually asleep. But I just like the way that it looked, and I thought it was a cute title. So I'm just using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere down the foam backed indigo colored title there. And I really like this because you can make your title any color you want. You can make the foam any color you want, provided they have that color foam. Like I used that aqua color because I know it's going to show, because it's, you know, right up to the edge of each letter. It's the same. It's like the whole letter is backed. It's not like a little tiny strip behind the letter. I knew that the aqua was going to show, but if I had wanted to do it in some other color, I could have done that and then brought that color in somewhere else. So I am just backing this photo for photography purposes because I want to cover my entire photo when I take the photo that Christy will share for the challenge in her Facebook group. So I am being very cognizant of the fact that I can't really put too much adhesive on top of that photo, because that photo is not going to stay there. So the E's and the T in sweet are simple enough to pull up, so I don't worry about that too much. I did have to change my ATG tape there a little bit ago, and I forgot to put it back together, in case you were wondering what I was doing messing around with that. Anyway, so I really like that sticker that says all the happiness. I pulled that out of the Vicki Boutin color study sticker pack, and I just put it onto some white cardstock and then cut it out by hand. And then I really like the blue, I almost called that a flower, the blue heart there at the top, and the blue heart on the opposite side of the layout, and I think that looks really good. It brings in those blue colors to every single area, which is what I want. I want to have some continuity in each one of my embellishment areas. They don't have to be the same exact item, but I do like to have all the same colors represented. So that's why I'm bringing in those glittery little hearts into those areas, because it is bringing in the same colors that's down at the title where it says sweet. And then I thought it would be cute just to add two little hearts at the end there. So we do have a lot of people playing along with this series. I will have everybody's, well, I don't know if everybody actually made YouTube videos, because that was not a requirement for the challenge. If there are other people that have YouTube videos, I will try to link them down below so you can check that out. I really don't know at this point if everybody did a YouTube video, but I do know that maybe a few people did. So, and I believe there are a couple of different groups, because not everybody had the same. There was a group that had this barn as their photo, but there's at least one more group with a different photo as their base photo, or their starting point photo. I wanted to add a little bit more mixed media, so I pulled out this stamp from Amy Tangerine's Bold and Brave. It's her new collection, and it's kind of like I don't even know what that is. It's like just like a crisscross design. It's not hatch marks, but it's a crisscross design. So I pulled that out and I just stamped that again. And then I added some blue. This is Blueprint ink from Tim Holtz. It is Distress ink in Blueprint. Blueprint is the color name, not the ink name. So sorry about that. I am really struggling for words today. So I also added that word together down at the bottom, so it says Sweet Nothings Together, and I think that's really cute. I'm just adding a little bit of a word phrase over on top of this heart to bring that black in over there, because the word together down below looks like it's black, and you don't really notice it, but it is actually reflective. I think it's like silvery, kind of like this weird silvery color. but you really have to kind of like hold it up in the light and move it around to see that it is actually a reflective surface. And then I'm just going to use my tiny attacher to attach it to that heart, just to bring in another little simple embellishment. It's adding to the look, but it's not detracting from everything that's going on because it is so simple. And then I just opened up my tiny attacher and stapled through the one that says all the happiness, because that heart is up on some foam, so that's why I did that. But then it looked like it was depressed into the foam, so I just ended up pulling it back out and restapling it. And then here we go with the embellishment mousse again. I am just darkening up a couple of the areas because it kind of got lost with the other stuff that was going on. It kind of got underneath things and you didn't see it as much, so I wanted to kind of bring that out and make it a little bit more bold. So that's pretty much going to do it for this layout. The close-ups are coming up right here. I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and if you are not playing along, or if you did not see this, you want to go to Christy's group, the Happy Scrappy No Crappy group, and go check it out. So there you get a good idea of what those foam words look like, and I hope that this has inspired you to pull out your dies a little bit and play with those. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.